So moving on to the repeat of the B section, the arrangement stays pretty much the same. The instrumentation stays the same. There's just an extra melody part that I've added in, which is this part down here, SOTC melody on this track, and it really only comes in here and then right at the very end of the track. So let's have a listen to the track without this part added, and then with it added. So that's it without it. Let's put it in. We'll just solo it out. No, it's kind of weird sounding, but it's actually exactly the same melody that the other parts are playing. It's being played on this Minimoog emulation by Arturia, and it's basically set up so that it's playing repeated notes, moving down 3 octaves, repeated once per octave, and it kind of gives us this sort of vintage sounding part, which, as I said, is a bit of a nod to the earlier version of this song. This Arturia plugin is absolutely fantastic, and I know it's one of Thomas's favourites as well. So let's have a listen to that B section entirely, and we'll listen to the repeat of the C section as we move through up here to the A section, which is the opening chords repeating again. And then finally we'll have a quick look at the end to the of the D section, which is a guitar instrumental part, and then finally the B section kind of conclusion. Okay. So that's the track through to its conclusion. I briefly just pulled across the Matrix editor to show you the notes that are being played by the melody part in that D section guitar instrumental. It's a really nice part. I think the thing that I like about this track so much is the way that the dynamics change and move around a lot, and it really builds to a fantastic crescendo, I think. A few of the things that you'll have heard coming in there towards the end, obviously you heard the plane right at the end, and there's also a prayer in there. There's this sample that I found actually on the internet on a church website where they put online the their their sermons and prayers and what have you. And I actually found a Latin prayer which was close to the original.
Gloria Patri et Filio et Spiritui Sancto, sic et erat in principio et nunc et semper et in saecula saeculorum. Amen.
And I'd just done a few changes to that. I over here added some EQ into this. I should just explain over here. This little area over here is looking at that track. I added some pitch shift, some EQ, just to try and sort of distort the sound. And there's a little bit of automation on the volume on here as well, just making the Amen part a bit louder. You can see here, just highlights these that small part. You can see actually if I scroll up through the arrangement, you can see there's a bit of automation going on all over the place over here within the arpeggio, the square wave arpeggio. There's quite a lot of change going on with volume. The default view here is looking at volume, but there's also some tape delay going on in here, and you can see I've been drawing in quite a bit of tape delay changes. At the end of the track you can hear that kind of echoey repeating sound, which is actually produced using the tape delay effects plugin. So let's just get rid of that automation, and yeah, that kind of really takes us right the way through the song. I'll post online somewhere just the audio of this cover version, so you can listen to it in its entirety rather than just all the constituent parts. But hopefully you found hearing and seeing and an interesting experience. And if you would like to see more of the tracks that I've covered exploded out in this way, then just let me know on the forum, and I'll try and accommodate you. There's also a prayer in there. There's this sample that I found actually.